Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. So today I have my weekly wrap up from the past week. It's going to be another busy week, and I've had a really busy week, so let's talk about it. So last week I had, I think, 4 or 5 books on my weekly reading goal, and I knocked out 6 books this week, 2 of which I kind of already had a pretty good head start and was going to wrap up pretty quickly. And both of those were Iron Lake by William Kent Kruger, the first book in the Cork O'Connor series. And this was a recommendation from James at Little Big Library. I knocked this one out. It was great. I gave it a 4.4 out of 5. And then Ocean Prey by John Sanford. This is book number 31 in the Lucas Davenport series. I gave this a 4.7. This thing was great. And both of these books, I was pretty much 90% of the way done before the start of the week, so it seems like a lot, but it's really not. Other books, I knocked off Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book. That was the last book in my previous TBR, so I depleted that. Wasn't a huge fan, excuse me, of this book. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. Moved over and picked up book 16 in the Matthew Scudder series by Lawrence Block, All the Flowers Are Dying. This thing was fantastic. I gave this one a 4.7 as well as Ocean Prey. It was both of those were my top books from last week. To get that far in the series and have those kind of books is just it's good stuff. Then I was so kind of amped up about Ocean Prey that I just had to tackle book 32 in the Lucas Davenport series. So I picked up Righteous Prey. This one was really great. I really thought after Ocean Prey, this was going to be a Debbie Downer. It wasn't. This was a solid 4.5 entry. I really enjoyed the premise of this book. Check out these reviews on some of these top-rated books if you haven't seen them, because I feel like they're pretty good ones because I really enjoyed them. And then I picked up my third book in my third reading of a Louis L'Amour book, and I picked up The Last Stand at Papago Wells. I thought this was pretty decent. I gave it a 3.7 out of 4. Obviously, it didn't hit the highs of High Lonesome or The Quick and the Dead, which were my previous 2 books, but again, I started with some pretty dynamic books from Louis L'Amour. So those were the 6 books I read last week. Average rating was a 4.1, so it was a stellar reading week. I'm really, really happy with it. In terms of videos last week, I said I wasn't going to do a lot of videos. I did 10. I did 6 book reviews, obviously, so that definitely helped. But then I did another video in my deep dive character study. I did Aloysius Pendergast, Agent Pendergast from the Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child Agent Pendergast series. I really adore that. I definitely want to do a reread of that. And the 22nd book is coming out next month. Go check that video out if you haven't. I also did my June monthly wrap-up video. And then I did my mid-year review, and then I did kind of an impromptu book haul because I took the kid and grandkid to the library, and they had some books for sale, and I picked some up. And then I got a gift book from Molly, one of my wife's friends, so I did an impromptu book haul. So that made my 10 videos from last week. In terms of subscribers and comments, holy crap. I'm almost at 200 subs. So if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video, you could be number 200. But nevertheless, the engagement in the YouTube channel is through the roof. I mean, I'm going to list these people and give some shout outs. But, again, if I don't mention you and you have subscribed, check your privacy settings. If you have privacy settings, that's fine. That's up to you. Drop me a comment. Just let me know, hey, new here. Just, I don't like your stuff or I like your stuff. But anyways, rapid fire here. B80BBX, he did a couple videos, sent me a couple comments. If you haven't checked out his channel, he's new to YouTube. He does beatboxing, and he did a book haul. And he said I inspired him to do some of that. Check out his channel. He's really, really fun, and he's very talented. Faceless book reviews definitely has been giving me lots of feedback and comments. Music Room 7185, Just Dawn 6288. I believe it's either Just Dawn or Justin. I think it's Just Dawn. Rob Ritz 1, Hide and Read, Tom Campbell, Being Lamb 2176, which I believe you're the one that I said happy 4th and you're from Canada, I believe. My apologies again. Ricky's Rockin' Reviews, James from Little Big Library, T. Dizza, Vera, Liliana McDonald, Mix T. Lens, I think that's your name, Seeking Destiny, Brent Rosendahl, 53419, I believe you're a returner, Jim Gorman, I said Jim Morgan in one of the videos, my apologies, Jim. Roxy the Fox, which is Kyle, my friend Kyle. 1984 Terminator, great comments from you. Petar Nikovalov 3227, I apologize if I butchered that. Kyle Williams, Michael Lowe 2748, I think he was the gentleman that mentioned like, hey, you're not pronouncing Papago Wells right. So thanks for the feedback, man. Audie Online, Anthony Diggle, Jess Book Girl TV just recently tagged me in some kind of thing, which I'm trying to figure out. I really appreciate you. I love your channel. Travis at Trav's Bookshelf recently did a book haul. I posted that in the community tab. Check out Trav's book haul. He also picked up The Paper Menagerie by Ken Liu, which I read. A short story collection is fantastic. Check that out. And Carlton Gibson. That's a lot. And some of you had multiple comments, so it's great stuff. If it continues like this, I might have to do a separate video, just community engagement, which would be fantastic. I love it. Lots of great comments, lots of good feedback. Keep it coming. So what am I reading this week? Well, I'm getting close to a couple series, knocking them out. Lucas Davenport, Matthew Scudder. I'm going to focus on Scudder. I'm going to read the last full novel in the Matthew Scudder series. I actually started it. It's book number 17, A Drop of the Hard Stuff. After this, I have a short story collection and a novella, and then I'm done with Scudder. Knocking off one of my books on the TBR, Death Comes Too Late. This is a book by Charles Ardai, and it's a short story collection in the Hard Case Crime. I picked this up on Amazon when it came out a couple months ago. I've been meaning to get to it. I want to check this out. And then today I decided, Sunday I had plenty of time. I was going to do my long walk this week. There's today. And so I went out and did a 12-mile walk. And while I was doing that in the heat, I started Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire on Audible. And then I came back and started listening to it and reading this, immersion reading. And so I did that. And so I'm already 10 chapters into this thing, and it's a big chunker, 750 pages, but I want to get back into the Harry Potter. That's another one of my goals, is to knock that series out. So those are the 3 books I'm going to be reading this week. If I get time, I'll probably grab another Louis L'Amour and throw that in the mix. TBR update, that leaves me with 6 out of the 7 still left. Definitely going to start sprinkling those in amongst working on my long-term goals here with some of these series. In terms of upcoming videos, I'm definitely going to have some book reviews of the 3 books. If I get to the 4th one, I'll do another book review. I'm going to do another video in the Why You Should Read series, and I'll announce who that author will be. And I may do kind of an impromptu video. We will see. So this may be a little downturn this week in terms of video content, but still expect for a good 5 or 6 videos from me this week. Anyways, that is the weekly wrap up. I hope you are having a good weekend, and hopefully you don't have the case of, oh gosh, tomorrow's Monday, kind of like I do, even though I am not working tomorrow. I have a procedure, so that's going to happen. And so I plan on spending a lot of good time reading afterwards and recovering. So anyways, happy Sunday. I hope you enjoy the content. If I missed you, if you got some feedback, if you want to throw something out there, definitely drop me a comment. I've been keeping tabs on all that. So hope you're having a great start to your week. That is the wrap up from last week. Until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.